Welcome to another episode of Untold Legends, where we explore the stories found within the worlds of video games, movies, comic books, and anything in between. Today we'll be jumping into the universe of the Predator, classic movie monster and alien species known as the Yautja, from the planet Yautja Prime. A hunter species whose civilization is comprised of multiple tribes, totally dedicated to the art of hunting powerful prey, including humans. As shown in the movies, predators use a plethora of advanced technology and their own natural strength to take down their targets, and they've been visiting planets like Earth, traveling in hunting parties where the younger predators would prove their worth, and older predators would supervise them. According to some sources, they were known to ancient humans during the time of the pyramids, and they've initiated hunts throughout history: feudal Japan, the American Civil War, Victorian England, World War I, World War II, and they never stopped coming. There are a multitude of predator stories to tell, and today I'll be covering one of those historical hunts. Before we get into it, I'd like to go ahead and introduce my Patreon page. If you'd like to help support the channel and allow me to continue creating content like this for all time, you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month by clicking on the link in the description or heading over to patreon.com/GamerThumbTV. And for their continued support, I'd also like to thank my current patrons and channel members, all listed in the description below. Just recently, I made a video on Predator 2, which you can watch by clicking the pop-up in the corner right here. It tells the story of a 1997 Los Angeles, torn apart by a massive wave of crime, and a predator hunting party allowed one of their own, known as the City Hunter, to go into the city and start collecting trophies. Near the end of the movie, tough-as-nails LAPD detective Mike Harrigan makes his way into the City Hunter's ship and discovers a wall of trophies. Once he's discovered by the Predator, he takes him on in a life-and-death battle. Ultimately, Mike Harrigan wins in a fair fight, and the rest of the hunting party appears to take away their fallen comrade's body. Our story today will focus on the elder Predator of the group, a Predator called Greyback. There's a moment before departing Earth where Greyback hands Mike an old flintlock pistol, inscribed with the name Raphael Adelini, and the year 1715. What's the story of Greyback, and where did he get that gun?
Take it.
That tale is found within the pages of the July 1996 Dark Horse Comics anthology series titled A Decade of Dark Horse No. 1. The short story Predator 1718 chronicles the encounter between the younger Greyback and the pirate captain Raphael Adelini. 1718 begins in the year 1718, off the coast of Guinea, just after pirate Captain Adelini's ship docked. They had just raided another ship, and his crew took it upon themselves to kill a priest and steal his treasure. The captain was a religious man and scolded his crew for this action, claiming it was the worst kind of sin. But the crew saw the treasure simply as loot, like any other, and Captain Adelini found himself at odds with them. He wanted to return the treasure to the church and claimed that if the crew didn't agree, he would no longer be their captain. The crew agreed and mutiny began. They ran towards him with weapons in hand, and he quickly defended himself, shooting one of them in the mouth and kicking the other one away. As he ran into the jungle to escape the attack, Greyback was hiding camouflaged, watching and waiting for his chance to attack the pirates. He'd been searching for worthy prey, and at the time these cutthroat seafarers were feared across the civilized world. One of Adelini's crew members finally caught up to him, and when he was about to strike, Greyback plunged his weapon into his back and through his body. Not understanding what he was seeing, Captain Adelini thought he was looking at a demon or some sort of beast that lived on the island. He swiped at him with his sword and was able to damage his cloaking device, revealing the monster fully. Greyback attacked him, and the rest of the crew found him fighting what they interpreted as a golden angel. But it didn't matter to the crew whether it was an angel or demon. The treasure was theirs and they would take it. At that moment, Greyback and Captain Adelini knew they were outnumbered, and instinctively began working together, defending against them back to back. In the end, the pirate crew lay on the ground dead, and one remained alive, sneaking quietly in the bushes. And the Predator repeated back the speech patterns he recorded from the humans. Bastards. Captain Adelini was a fierce fighter, and Greyback was honored to face him directly in combat. His skull would make a fine prize, but his trophy would be taken from him. While hiding, the remaining crew member opened fire and shot the captain in the back. He raced in to grab his treasure before the demon could stop him, and attempted to run away with it before the ship could leave him behind. But Greyback had no interest in treasure, only the hunt. He sent an energy blast from his shoulder cannon through his body, and the crew member was instantly killed. Captain Adelini was still alive, bleeding heavily, and saw Greyback's victory. Before he collapsed, his final words to Greyback were, "Take it," and gifted his personal flintlock pistol to the Predator. In a sign of respect, Greyback dug a burial site for Captain Adelini, and since the captain had gifted him with one of his own personal items, Greyback returned the gesture, and left his own weapon inside the grave with him. Almost 300 years later, in 1997, an older Greyback witnessed Detective Mike Harrigan's honorable victory against a predator from his own hunting party, and he gifted him the same weapon that Raphael Adelini gave him, uttering the same final words.
Take it.
And that is the story of Greyback and the pirate gun.
Harrigan! What the fuck happened in there? Huh? God damn it, we came so close!
Don't worry, asshole. You'll get another chance.
Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.